Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hi, everyone. Dream Team. This is Roxanne and Dave.
It's been a while we've been here. We just wanted to drop in and follow this thread of Root Truth and just share some of our thoughts around this. For some of you we haven't met before, again, this is Dave and Roxanne. We've been in the Dream Team for over 3 years now.
Yes, we started October 2018. So it's been an amazing journey in this online business, and we're just so grateful to be part of this community. As what we've said in the caption, that we failed in our previous 24 businesses prior to this coming to having found this online business.
And I saw Sarah and also I saw Darren mention about their Root Truth, and it is true because we actually we're in those businesses. We tried the traditional way of network marketing, direct sales, and the truth of the matter is, and we're going to talk about the biggest reason. But before we talk about the biggest reason, is that the profit per sale is just not there.
Yes. At the beginning, when we started this online business, I was really hesitant to try again. I thought it was the same. It's gonna be the same, model that I have to approach friends and families, and I was done in that kind of method, right? And although those are great products, but you know what, the profit of each sale is really low, and it's not worth advertising either.
Yeah, we're saying that is because we've been in the trenches. We've been to people's kitchen tables. We've done presentations, and you work so hard for one customers, and how much do you make? $50, $100. So you can't really eat now, right? And it takes time to build a legitimate business. If you can't eat now, you can't do that for 2 to 3 months and die in the field, right? Yeah.
And also when Dave presented this, he found this online business, the workshop and all that. He was so excited. And I told him, you know what, show me a business that we don't have to approach our friends and families. And when we started this online business, we didn't advertise in our own city or in our own province.
This is the biggest problem we're talking about. Yeah. That's right. And that was the biggest thing, the biggest reason why if somebody approach you, they want to bring you to another thing, your biggest question should be, how do I get customers?
Yes.
That is the biggest problem in any business. The reason, and I've done trainings on business and all that, and the biggest reasons why businesses fails because they can't get customers, and that was the reason why we failed in those 24 businesses. Because mainly, just Roxanne said, the only way to get customers was through
friends and families or referrals, word of mouth, right? And if you advertise, it's expensive, right? But then sometimes some of the business that we've tried is you're only limited to your own city, own country, or own province, right? And that's why I said yes to this online business because of the global community, and also I don't have to advertise in my own city. Mm-hmm. I can have customers, clients all over the world. And that's what we've proven for the past 3 years now in this business, that we're successful in this online business through advertising in YouTube, in Facebook. And it's just amazing because we made so much here compared to those.
Yeah, I think
businesses.
The most we made in a company that we really put our minds and souls that were pushing those slow profit margin products. How much in a year did we make the most?
9,000.
9,000
in a year.
In the whole year. And we sometimes make that in
1 day.
In 1 day here, because the profit margins is just not there. And that was putting our minds, going out there, presentations, really not kidding around, really giving it all we got, and that's what we got. Because what the Dream Team and this system has done, it has solved the biggest problem in any business, right? Which is getting customers.
Yeah.
If you have no customers, at the end of the day, you have no business, right? And so if you're looking around, somebody tries to, say, hey, look at our thing, you got to ask yourself, Because here's what Robert Kiyosaki does. If you guys don't know who Robert Kiyosaki, he's an angel investor. He wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad, and a lot of people will pitch him. Will say, "Hey, I have this new product. It's a great product, right? It's gonna solve the world." His question number one: yes, you may have the great product, but my question for you is this: what is your system to distribute?
Yeah.
He's asking is, how are you selling this product? Because you could have the best product, but if no one's buying it because you don't have a system to sell it, right? You don't have a business, right? And the reason why there are so many people winning in the dream team, because we have solved that problem. You actually have found it.
Yeah.
You have found the gold mine. It took us 24 tries failing. It's the same problem over and over. When you run out of your friends and family, you're done, right?
Yeah, and some businesses that we've tried, they will say, "Oh, this is an online business." The one that there's a website, you can share it. There's a share link and all that. But really, it's not an online business if you're just depending on your friends and families, and if you don't know how to advertise online, right? So even though they will say it's an online business because you're doing it, on your phone, but really, what is the means to attract those clients, right? And is it proven, right? So we're saying hi to the people. Hi, Corinne, Rockstars, thank you. Hi, Messi, thanks for sharing. Yes, Mariam, thank you. Cynthia from UK, thanks everyone. We're living in Canada, Alberta, Calgary, so we want to know how global we are. We're just grateful that you're here in this Dream Team community as well.
One last thing on how much of a gold mine this is and why you shouldn't look around because you've found it is that I always tell people when an innovation comes to an old industry, it completely revolutionizes it. So give you an example, right? For example, Uber. Uber is in the taxi industry. They came to an old industry, which is the taxi. All they did is they innovated. They created an app that, if you're a guy that wants to earn money driving, you just put your car in there, and maybe within the day you're gonna get a customer. Now they became the biggest taxi company, right?
Like a taxi.
Without even owning a taxi, right? And what did they do? They just put an innovation to an old industry, right? Why? Because they solved the biggest problem, customers, right? And of course, it's so convenient for everybody. It's a great technology. That's the taxi industry. And now if you look at Airbnb, for example, in the hotel industry, right? I want to rent my basement, have a spare bedroom, right? But the problem is I don't know how to market. I'm not a business owner. So if I just put my house, my spare bedroom or basement there, maybe within a month you have a customer. Now they became the biggest hotel chain that doesn't even own a hotel, right? Now let's talk about direct sales. It's proven that if you get to the top of the direct sales company, right, you can make residual income. But the question is, who can get to the top, right? That's the problem, right? That is the biggest problem. Why? Because again, customers. Do you know what Darren and Mike, Leanne has created in Dream Team? They created an innovation to an old industry that normal everyday folks, Dave and Roxanne, that tried 24 times, and those direct sales can't even make to the top. But because they created a system to solve that problem, we made it to the top. I'll give you an example, right? It's kind of like climbing Mount Everest, right? A lot of people barely you can die climbing up there. But if you go to the Johnston Canyon here in Alberta, right? It's just basically there's railings, it's so easy to get there. In fact, last year there's 4 million people that went to Banff. 1 million people made it to the hike of Johnston Canyon because it's easy. It's an easy, moderate, predictable hike, right? And if you go to Mount Everest, you could die going up there, and that's what we did. We died. We approached friends and family, or we didn't make it. But here's one more thing. Why this is so amazing? Because Darren and Mike, they only charge you one time.
Yeah.
$149 to use their system. Do you know what Uber is? Every time somebody drives out there and use Uber, do you know how much they pay? They charge 25% every time, right? Every time they drive, they charge 25%. Do you know what else? In Airbnb, every time they use Airbnb, 3% of the rental goes to Airbnb. They charge every time. This innovation, is they charge you one time.
Yeah.
You found the gold mine, right?
Yeah, and when we went to Vancouver last month in December, right? And we met again Darren and Mike and the other leaders as well. And I told Darren that, you know what, we're just so blessed to have this community because in one of our previous business is we had to do our own email marketing. I have to write the emails myself every time, and I have to do my own application, like the scheduling for the coach. We have to do all this stuff, and just for the tools itself, not including advertising, it's over $500 US, not including advertising. And I told Darren, I'm so grateful that they only charge one time. And he said, I remember what he said, you know what, we can charge, but then we chose not to charge because, and we want to make it simple for everybody so that there's more chances of normal everyday people to win. And that's what's going on in this community, that even if you're not tech savvy, the training is step by step video training that anyone can do it. And that's what I love about it, because when I started, I was so skeptical. But then when I saw real people getting results, people that doesn't speak much English, people that are older than us, people that are immigrants like us, people that have more kids than us, they're getting results. They're quitting their jobs. They're buying their homes. They're paying off their houses. They're becoming debt free, becoming boss free. And that's really attracted me, because a lot of people are winning in this community.
So again, if somebody tries to say, hey, take a look at this thing, ask them, what's your system to distribute?
Yeah.
How do I get customers, right? If they say friends and family, then that's it. You can't make it. So again, the most important thing is this is a proven system. In the company that we tried so hard, we make 6,000 in 1 year.
9,000.
Right? Sorry, 9,000 in 1 year. We did our best going out there, friends and family.
And we do a lot of hotel presentation. We do a lot of one-on-one or coffee in our previous business, right?
So here are results. Here's our results here. Without approaching anyone, friends and family, the first year we made 96,000. The second year
we made about 270.
No, 300.
375.
375,000, and this year, close to 580,000, without approaching anyone. Right? Why? Because the system is an innovation to get customers. It solved the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Let's drop the ball and enough said. That's the truth.
Yes.
God bless everybody.
Yeah. So hopefully that gives you value, something to think about, because sometimes we're just so focused on the little things, but really look at the bigger vision. Look at why you're here, why you came to this community, because of the proven system, amazing leaders, and comprehensive, detailed training. So
That's
thank you guys.
Drop
God
the
bless
ball again.
you.
That's the truth.
Bye-bye.